Hi friends, it's Amari from Mari Haraya Archives, and today is a fun topic to talk about. And honestly, it wasn't something that I thought that I would be doing, but I was actually in the market looking for the perfect A6 cover because the A6 covers that I currently have, I do love, but I wanted something that was like my Hobonichi weeks, where I kind of just want one cover that I can grow with. And so with that said, I will have a few of my A6 covers that I will be putting up for sale. I just don't know when I'm going to do it. I'll probably do it after the holidays because it's just so much going on. But I was looking for something that I can use for my A6 Techo, that I can grow with and have for a very, very long time and use year after year. And I am so happy to report that I actually found something that I absolutely love. And I wanted to get the Hobonichi Weeks version of it, but then again, this is my favorite and I don't want to replace it. And so I opted not to do it, but I ended up getting the A6 because I am using the A6 Techo this year. So I did a little bit of shopping. Some were hits, some were miss, uh, but we're going to talk about it and go over it. So um, and this is kind of a precursor before I actually do my 2026 setup, like my final one. I've been kind of uh, going over what I want, looking at what has worked for me this year and how I want to move forward for next year. So look out for that video. I wanted to show you guys some of the things that I've purchased, and maybe you guys are in the market of finding a cover. I got a few for myself. Now, some were misses because I'm not really good at measurements, like I've mentioned in other videos. So it didn't quite fit what I was looking for, but it's okay. They are still beautiful. So if it works for you, this might be something you might want to snag while it's still kind of on sale. But let me first go over the items that I did get, and then I'm going to show you the things that like I absolutely love and I cannot wait. And honestly, I haven't seen any videos about these notebook covers, so I'm actually surprised, but we'll talk about it. But okay, let me put this aside so it's kind of out of screen. So this isn't actually new. I've had this. This is my Yuruliki pouch, and I currently have this R Studio. I'm going to be using this for 2026. I'm super excited to use this. I was actually in the market trying to find a good A5 cover for this, and unfortunately the one that I did buy for it, it doesn't fit unless I take off this clear plastic, and I don't want to do that because I love how it looks. I currently have one of my favorite postcards. I can't take it out because I've already put it in there for here. So this wasn't part of this whole thing. This is actually one of my postcards that I purchased a while back that I just love. So I stuck it on there. And currently I just have it in here, and I think I'm going to keep it in here because my intention for this journal is something more of like not like a very like a junk journal, but more of like the ephemera that I get every day, that I just little dainty ones that I want to put on here. And so I figured this would be a great case for it because I can just put all of that stuff in here, because it's not something that I might not do on a daily basis, but at least I have something to contain all the ephemera or whatever I want to put in this notebook in this case. So it's kind of contained in this thing. So I think this is what I'm going to use for that, because the cover that I bought didn't work for this. So that's just kind of a side note. Okay, so first things first, this is actually it's my very first time purchasing from them. This is from Portland Leather. I've heard good things about them. I just haven't purchased anything until now when I saw that they had a Black Friday sale. Now, I was hoping this was going to fit an A6, and it does not. Because I think they have 3 measurements, like small, medium, large. And of course, I was going by measurements, and I'm not very good at measurements. So, but it did come with its own pocket notebook. But these were pretty inexpensive for the leather. It's a pretty good quality leather. I mean, so I think I got this for like $27 or $23. And then this one's really beautiful as well. And I think I got it for about the same price, maybe like $17 on Black Friday. But it's like this wraparound. I honestly don't know what I'm going to use this for, but I'm thinking a sketchbook. If I'm going to make my own inserts in this size with the paper that I want to use for drawing, because one of my goals for 2026 is to practice drawing and art and watercolor. And so that is what I've been kind of preparing myself for 2026. So that is, I think, what I'm going to use this for because an A6 doesn't fit. I think a passport does fit, so that would be a good thing that I can use for like a passport cover. But for the price of it, it's actually pretty good. It's inexpensive, and the leather's nice, and it smells nice. And yeah, so I believe they still have this on sale. So that's two items that I picked up from them. The next item that I picked up, I actually got this from Baumkuchen. I actually own a few of the, this is the 1.61 leather goods. I usually get it from Baumkuchen because I think that's the only place that I have seen them carry this brand that I've seen. I'm pretty sure there's somewhere else, but I just usually just go to Baumkuchen, and I have the red version of this that I currently have. Where is it? I currently have it in my passport traveler's notebook. I have the red version, which I love this one. It's so simple, but I saw that they had the olive green one, so I went ahead and grabbed me one. End up purchasing the olive color, which is gorgeous. I think these are like $28. But I'm going to put this in one of my passport traveler's notebook, probably this one right here, because kind of goes with the theme anyways. My Starbucks one, because I don't have, actually, yeah, I don't have one, and this has a green. So let's go and pop this in. There we go. Yay. Beautiful. So now that is kind of complete. So these are the two traveler's notebook that I love using. This is for my movies, and this was supposed to be for like my tea journal slash books and stuff like that. I haven't really started it. Again, it's just one of those things that I want, a habit that I want to start, but I've just been taking baby steps, one thing at a time. But I've already set it up, so it's just been sitting in my on my desk. So I definitely will be using this. Let's see, soon. But I absolutely love these traveler's notebooks. So okay, next up is this one. This was actually an impulse because I was actually at the Coach outlet. We don't have a Coach retail store here. We only have a Coach outlet. And so I was actually over there to return that brown bag that I shown you guys. That I shown you in my last video. I had purchased a brown, like a Boston bag. And after I filmed that, I realized I was like, you know what? I probably should get something else because of the suede, and I have sweaty hands. And so I ended up, let me actually show you. Hold on. So like I had mentioned, I had returned that brown suede bag, and instead I got this one because I actually, this wasn't there last time I was there, but it just came in. But it was this mini, I think it's called a mini Rowan, and it's in black suede, but it has leather handles, and it's a lot smaller than that brown one, which is fine with me because I love micro bags. And it's kind of like the Nano Speedy, which I'm a fan of. I love that size, but not a fan of the price. And so, but yeah, and I saw this, I think this red cherry sold me because I know they've done this little tiny charm on the denim version that they carried over the summer. And as much as I love denim, I just didn't get that one. I prefer like the plain denim versus like the C's everywhere. And so when I saw this with the red cherry, I was like, I need it. And so I love this thing, but I mean, even though it's mini, it holds everything. And I actually ended up deciding on this red agenda for my A7 notebook. And I know I'm feeling festive. It's like, it's so cute together. So anyways, that was a kind of a side note. But like, yeah, so I ended up returning that, purchased this, and this was the same, I guess, collection. And when I saw it, I was like, I need it. It's just something about the black with this color red and like the glittered cherries. I love it. I have another Coach one that I purchased maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, and it was this one, and it had the embroidery. And again, I'm a sucker for embroidery, and so when I saw this, I grabbed it, and it's one of my favorites. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh, I love this so much. So I went ahead and grabbed it, and it comes with its own notebook. And I actually, this one's almost done. The notebook that's in here, it was more like a catch-all. Like I would put it on my kitchen, not kitchen counter, well, counter in the kitchen away from the food. But this is where kind of like I just wrote notes in or whatever I needed. At where, okay, find my words. Just jotting down notes if I needed it, especially when I'm on the phone. So I'm happy to add this to my little Coach collection. I just love this one. I think this was like $48. Let me see. Yep, $48. So I am so happy I have that in my collection. Okay. And I think I've already shown this to you guys. This is the Louis Vuitton PM Agenda. I believe I did, but I just wanted to include this since this is a brand new ring agenda that I did get this month. And so I have plans for this, but I am trying to, as you guys saw earlier, I'm trying to organize my studio because everything's just kind of thrown everywhere because of the junk journaling in December. Usually during the holidays, it gets quite chaotic. And so during December, before January 1 hits, I want to like clean everything up, have get all the planners and journals out and start setting them up, which I will be doing probably this weekend. So I'm looking forward to setting this one up as well. So this is a new to me, but I got this at on Fashion File, and yeah, so it's been on my list, and I'm so happy that I was able to get it. Okay, so this is actually what brought me down the cover rabbit hole. And I don't have very many A5 covers. The ones that I do have, I have that I absolutely love and I use for my sketchbooks, which I'll show you right now. I just have this one, which is the Superior Labor cover that I actually have a sketchbook in there, which is one of my favorites. And then this right here, the Midori goat leather. And again, I have my sketchbook in here, which, like I mentioned, for 2026, it's going to be a year of creativity for me, I think, for sure, because there's a lot of things that I'm trying to make a habit again and practice. So I was looking for a cover for, like I had mentioned, my R Studio A5 cover or journal, and what I stumbled upon. Actually, before I even mention that, let me kind of back up a little bit. So, like I had mentioned, I was looking for a cover for my A6 Techo, which is what I'm going to be using for 2026. And this is what I'm using. I actually changed out the cover. This is from Ace Hotel. I had purchased some items from Ace Hotel, and the bag that it came in had this beautiful stamp on it. And I was like, I need that. So I cut it out, and now it is the cover for this. And I just added some of the Traveler's Notebook stickers from the 2026 diary, some of the Ace Hotel stickers that I purchased. And I love how it turned out. And then This is the inside. And I'm going to go through all of this for my 2026 final setup and stuff with you guys sometime next week. But anyway, so I wanted to find a cover for this. And so what I wanted to do, because I know it's probably going to bulk up, I wanted something that wasn't like zip, because I do have a zip cover. But I know like eventually I would end up having to get out of it because this will bulk up. And so I was looking for some like pouch, something to just stick this in. And so what I did find was there was two options. It was this one or the Atelier Penelope pouch, but I wasn't sure if it was going to fit. I'm pretty sure it would. And it was actually a lot more affordable. I had pretty colors, but I really liked this Hobonichi Tragen case, if I'm saying it right, Tragen. I haven't seen anybody use this, so I was searching high and low on YouTube, on Instagram, for anybody that had any kind of remarks on how they use this, and I couldn't find anyone. And so I ended up just purchasing it for myself. I got the brown one. And then I put some charms on here. And so my idea was that I was just going to use it as a little pouch to put my Techo in. And it fits perfectly in this little slip pocket, which I like, because at first I was going to put it right here. And I was like, oh, it's kind of floating. I feel like it needs more like cushion. But the pocket right here in the back fits it perfectly. And then there's still space if I wanted to add pens or whatever that I needed in there. I was looking for the Wonder Pens one. They have the Superior Labor one. I used to have the A5 one, and I sold it years ago. And so they actually have an A6. So I was like, ooh, maybe I'll use that one. But I was afraid that it was going to be a tight fit because this was going to grow. And so this was actually what I wanted. And it's lovely. I actually love how it looks. And so this is going to be an option for me. But then I saw this kit cover. And this is from a brand that I guess they're not new, but they're not streamlined. So I haven't really heard anybody use it. Actually, Baumkuchen was the first stationery shop that I've heard this brand from. And so the brand is called Andliebe, which I thought it was a German company because of the word Liebe, because that means love in German. But it's actually a brand in Japan. And so when I first saw it, I saw the Hobonichi Weeks cover, and I was going to get it. I had it in my cart, but I stopped because, like I had mentioned, I really wanted to just stay in my Hobonichi, or my traveler's notebook that I cut down for it, because I absolutely love it. So I didn't want to replace this, and I want this to age with me, so I opted not to get it. And so when I even asked, I said, are you guys going to get an A6 cover? And Baumkuchen said they haven't heard that they were going to. And so that's when I started doing my research. I went on Instagram, YouTube. There was really not very many videos about this cover. I only saw like the Hobonichi one, and then the pen covers, or the pen pouches. And I'm not in the market for a pen pouch because I have plenty. And so I was curious like how it was going to be. And to find out, you can actually order these covers directly from Andliebe in Japan. And it's actually a lot cheaper. So I'm a little annoyed that I didn't do my my research prior to purchasing the A5 that I got from Baumkuchen. I have my feelings about that. I was frustrated about it, but it's okay. I'll talk more about that later. But you can actually go to their website, and it's a lot cheaper. I would say like $30–40 cheaper. And it's free shipping from Japan, and the duties and shipping is free, I think, over a certain amount. So it's a really good price for what you're getting. And when I got it, I am absolutely in love with it. So without further ado, I think I've yapped about it enough. It's this one. It's their A6 notebook cover in their, I should have kind of, let me get the information. So here's the brand, Andliebe. And it comes in this box. But it's all in Japanese. I can't read it, but it has natural tan leather, and I think it's called like Toshiki leather. But I opted for the smooth black. They have 3 different colors. They have a natural color, which is this natural color right here. They have a black, and then a camel brown, which is kind of like this color. Now, because I wanted it to, go with this one, I grabbed the black. And then they have 2, I think, leather choices. And for me, I chose the smooth. And then the other one was like more of a natural, it's like more pebbled leather. And yeah, so I found this, and it has 2 different options. You can get it in the magnetic closure, like so, which I absolutely love, or you could get it in the snap, which I'll talk about this in a minute. But I really wanted the magnetic because I first saw it at Baumkuchen for the Hobonichi Weeks one. So you do have the option. So I opted for the magnetic one. And let me tell you how in love I am with this cover. One, it's quite roomy because I feel like it'll have room for my A6 when it starts to bulk up mid-year. And the leather on this is quite luxurious. Like, it is smooth, it is beautiful. The craftsmanship on this is so nice. The stitching, the magnetic is it's very satisfying. And it looks like this. It has a pen holder. It has a little slip pocket, or a slip pocket here to put the notebook, and then it has a half pocket here, and then it also has another slip pocket, and then a half pocket and like a card slit right here. And then it has this little ring for your bookmarks, but I quite like how it looks as a charm. So I'm not going to use it as a bookmark. And then I have a Coach Shirling little bear attached to it. I didn't want like a hard like charm because I don't want it to scratch my cover, but I absolutely love, love, love this cover. And plus it fit the A6 with the plastic cover, like so. And it has this pen holder, which actually fits like a thicker pen if you would like. No problem. Or you can actually put 2 pens in here. It's quite wide. And then you can, there you go. It's so cute, but I'm not going to use 2 because it kind of squishes my, so I have it just like this. Just like that. And I cannot wait to start using this for 2026. I've already tried like, okay, how it's going, because it lays flat. And so when I want to journal, like, it's not going to be an issue trying to journal, and it's not going to be uncomfortable if it keeps, but no, it lays pretty flat just like that. And I cannot wait. I absolutely love this. I almost went on and was like, you know what, maybe I should get the brown, but I stopped myself because I was like, you just need one and done. That's all you need. And so, yeah, they do have also a ring system as well in this system with the magnetic closure. I purchased this for $130, and that's shipping, tariffs, duties, all included. So this was $130. Now, let me talk to you about the A5 size. So I highly recommend, if you are in the market of looking for a nice leather cover for your A6 Techo. I love this thing. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait for it to see how it would patina at the end, or alongside. Like, it's so pretty. Okay, so actually this is what. So I, like I had mentioned, I'm going to use this. So I was looking for a cover for this. So this is the reason why I purchased this one. Now this one I purchased at Baumkuchen, and I didn't realize that it was snap. I thought it was magnetic. So off the bat, when I first got it, I was like really bummed about it. I was like, dang. So I was going to return it. But the thing is that if I would have purchased this at the andliebe website, it's a lot cheaper. I want to say $30 cheaper. I want to say it's $130 or $140. I'll put the price on the screen. At Baumkuchen, it was like $168, and then plus shipping and tax. And so that already put my total, close to the 200 range. And so when I got it, I was really like surprised that it was snap. I didn't even know that it came in snap. This is the reason why I was a little frustrated with myself, because I didn't do the research prior to purchasing this particular one from Baumkuchen. And so I was going to return it, but then, I mean, they do accept returns, but I don't know how fussy they are about, like, because they said it needs to be new, unopened, and obviously I had opened it to inspect the item, and like, the plastic, you could tell I've opened the plastic, and they had mentioned to me that, like, they'll inspect it, and if it's like not in resellable condition, that they're just going to deduct whatever the difference is and how much they would sell it for. And that kind of made me nervous or icky, because I'm like, I've already spent like $50 over if I would have bought it at andliebe combined. And then there could be a possibility that they might shave some more money off of it if they feel like it's not in new condition. And then I have to pay shipping to ship it back to them. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'm just going to keep it. And I mean, it's not a deal breaker that it's a snap, but I was really bummed because I was expecting it to be magnetic. But it's okay. Anyways, so if you are looking for something like this, I would highly recommend to just go onto the andliebe website, because it's a lot less expensive to get. So I may actually still purchase another A5 maybe sometime in the future, the brown one, but the magnetic one. So we'll see. But so yeah, so this is kind of the beginning of how I got into the A6 one. Well, actually, the Hobonichi weeks was. So but yeah, so I wanted it for this one. But the unfortunate thing is that it doesn't fit right here. I'd have to take off this clear plastic, and it's plain. So that was like a no-go. So what I ended up doing was, I'm just going to use it for this notebook that I currently use for my big feelings, and the snap works fine for it. Like, it's not something that I have to go in and out of it, but it's the same setup as the A6, and it's in that natural leather, but it's not the smooth one. As you can see, there is quite a difference. This one has more texture. So but nonetheless, it's still a beautiful cover. But like I had mentioned, I wish I would have done my research before buying this. Then I would have actually bought it at the actual website. So but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And this is a lot more flexible than my A6 one, because it's the smooth leather. It's not so flimsy as this one. This one's really flimsy, and this one's not so flimsy. So this is a very light. So if you want something that has kind of more structure, I would probably get like the smooth black, or maybe the brown one, but not the natural. The natural, it's very soft. So, but yeah. that is kind of how it started. And I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep it for what it is. I still do love it. But like I had mentioned, I just wish I would have done my research before purchasing it over there. But yeah, if you head over to, and this is not sponsored by the way, if you head over to andliebe website, I think the black one, it currently is sold out for the A6. But they still have the other two colors and they have the other options. But I highly recommend it. I can already tell that it's going to be one of my favorite covers, and I'm going to be using it for the whole year, just like I use this for the whole 2025. If I ever go back to the Hobonichi weeks for 2027, I'm going to go back into this cover, and vice versa. Or if I end up using Hobonichi weeks and the A6 Techo in 2027, this is what it's going to look like. So I'm really happy about this purchase. I couldn't be more happier, actually. And I love that for myself. But I think that is it. I just wanted to share the covers that I got, and then just stay tuned for hopefully next week, where I'm going to really start setting up for 2026. But first I gotta clear out things, get things organized here before I can clear. I can't, like, it's weird. My brain it needs to be organized. I need to, I swapped out my stamps. Like, it's a whole process for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little informative video, and let me know if you guys own one of these covers, if you've heard of it, because I could not find not one video about it. And even this one, the Tragen, the Hobonichi, I didn't find anything. So yes, that is pretty much it. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you've heard of this company, and if you own one of their products. Let me know. Okay, I think that is it. I'm going to continue organizing my shelves and all that stuff so I can get it all cleared so we can get ready for 2026. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.